Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Reki. This is my character for Project Zomboid. Her name is Gilda Garber. And today Gilda and I are going to talk to you about a very simple weight reduction tip that can really help you with packing and carrying things as well as storing them. One of the big problems you're going to have is storing wood. You're going to find that there's plenty of places to get wood on the map, so that's not going to be a huge issue. And over time, the trees will grow again. In a couple of months, all these trees will be back in the form of tiny, tiny saplings. And so there is replenishment throughout the year, and you will be able to continue to get wood as you need it. It'll be a slow process, but it's still available. The problem is that every one of these logs has a weight. And if you hover over a stack of logs, in this case there are 4 here, you will see that the weight of one log is 9 pounds and the stack weight is 36 pounds. And most crates can only hold 65 to 78 pounds depending on whether or not you have the organized trait, which is a trait that you can only get when you first create your character. You cannot pick it up from any other point in the game. Planks, you get 3 planks out of every log, and the total planks, which is 3, also weighs 9 pounds. So each plank weighs 3 pounds. So you'll get 3 times the number of planks into the same space that you will get logs. Typically a crate can hold about 8 logs. It can hold 24 planks. This doesn't leave you a lot of ways to store wood for winter, which is an issue. We've calculated out that it takes about 2,100 hours of fuel to make it through a 3-month winter, and that's per stove if you don't want to freeze to death, which becomes an issue, especially while you're sleeping. Since you're not moving for 8 hours, the colder it is, the more chances you have of waking up with hypothermia or even worse. So storing wood, it becomes something that you really have to get good at. And what we have found is that storing wood into 4 log stacks provides a weight reduction. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing you need is logs. And I'm going to pick up these logs that I just had Gilda chopping here. And each tree is going to give you a different number of logs. So I chopped down 4 trees, and let's not put them in there because apparently I'm still full of furniture and I'll lose them. Let's put them in here where I have some other things that are a little easier to sort through. A single small sapling will give you 1 log, and then you'll get 1 additional log per each growth stage of a tree. So the bigger the tree is, the more logs you're going to get. I think the maximum number of logs that I have seen in any given tree is 5 or 6. So we have some logs now, and I'm going to ride up the road because the next thing that you need when you are trying to make 4 log stacks is rope. And that can be either rope that you find around the game, and there is some, but it seems to be pretty rare, or it can be sheet rope. And sheet rope is one of the many options you get when you are looting bodies. So I do believe I have a couple of bodies up around the corner here. And I will show you how that works, because I don't think I took all the clothing off of them. There was a point in time when all of us kind of thought that clothing was not something that you really needed to worry about collecting, and in fact you didn't really want to collect it because it just takes up a lot of space. But clothing, if you collect it from the zombies that you kill, can give you many benefits. There's one up there, I think. No, that looks like a trash pile. one of the benefits of clothing is that you can rip it apart and make rip sheets out of it. And rip sheets can then be sewn into bandages or full sheets that you can use for various different crafting projects or tailoring projects. Or when you collect the clothing from a zombie, you can select, there's one, you can select craft sheet rope. So here's a zombie, and if I get close to him, you can see he still has some clothes on him. And if I right click his clothes, it's going to give me the option to rip them, depending on the kind of clothing it is. But if it's a big item of clothing like a pair of pants or a shirt, you're also going to get this option to craft sheet rope out of it. And if you select that option, you will make one piece of sheet rope for every item of clothing that is large enough and gives you enough clothing for it. It's possible that ripping underwear is part of a mod that I have, and that's why it's not allowing me to turn it directly into sheet rope. But sheet rope is required in order to make 4 log stacks. So now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you what I mean. You need 2 pieces of sheet rope in order to make 1 4 log stack, and you need 4 logs. So I'm going to right click the log, and now you'll see that I have these options: 2 log stack, 3 log stack, and 4 log stack. And each one of these requires either 2 rope or 2 sheet rope and the required number of logs. If you create a 4 log stack like this, you're going to get this in your inventory. Now, let's compare. So 4 logs weigh 9 pounds apiece, and the stack weight weighs 36 pounds. A 4 log stack, however, weighs 12 pounds. That's a 1/3 weight reduction, which means that you can put 3 times the amount of weight into a container for less space. So a crate that normally holds 8 logs will hold 6 4 log stacks, which means it's basically holding 24 logs for the same amount of weight that 4 loose logs will occupy. It also means that things like the cart mod that you guys have seen me using in other episodes, and things like your normal inventory weight, are going to be far more efficient than if you were to carry regular logs with you. So that's about it. That's my tip for the day, and I hope that you guys like this short tutorial that I've put together on Project Zomboid. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up. I'm enjoying making content for you guys, and if you like what I'm doing, show me some encouragement so I know to keep doing it. And I hope you guys have a great afternoon. Take care.